Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna get into this reading. So, dear Most High, as we come before you today, we just want to thank you for all the protection and provisions you place in our path each and every single day. At this time, I ask that you use me as a channel for a clear and concise message that speaks to the hearts of the collective, with myself included if need be. We want to draw our intention and attention towards binding up and casting out all cantankerous tongues, monitoring spirits, and evil eyes. Big up the ancestors, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and all light beings here for the highest good of the collective. With all these things we say, pray, claim, maintain, amen, ashe, ashe. Thank you, Spirit. What do you have for us today, tonight? Three trees. Oh, look at my painting, guys. I like the duality of it. Like, so the top I painted over something, and so there's a lot more texture. I'm not sure if you're seeing it, right? But I do really enjoy the color scheme. I also really like this brown reddish color, kind of like resembles a rose as it's like dying, and then the bottom is more clean, just 3 different shades of green, if you will. I don't know. I've been feeling like a blank canvas lately, and so it's kind of important for me personally to, wow, 5-5. It's kind of important for me to sit with that and do something about it if I saw it as, you know, not working for me no more, right? Bomba clot. Hold on, y'all. Bomba clot. Y'all, that's crazy. We gotta digest this together. So we got the 5 of Pentacles first, the 5 of Swords, and then the 5 of Wands. A moment of silence for whoever's energy this is. All I heard was, she's bad, she's bad, 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 really, really bad. Who's bad? Yeah, we're about to see what this is about. But 555 is actually a very nice angelic number. I feel like it's a cautionary tale, reminding you that potentially where you are or where your past is not something to romanticize or like to live in and be super reminiscent about as if it wasn't, you know, stepping on your neck. But also, like, if this is somewhere that you currently are, I think it's just like a caution from Spirit of being like, hey, it's time to change it up, switch it up. You're not feeling these spiritual nudges of like discontentment and being dissatisfied for no reason. It's time to move. It's time to do something different. It's time to move it around. You can't be sitting up here waiting on us. We did our part. You got to work with us. So we're about to see a little bit more of what this is. Whoever in the collective this energy is dealing with, you could take pride, or you invest a lot of energy or effort, I should say, into appearance and how you calibrate your avatar, how you design, how you decorate, how you bedazzle yourself, or ordination, You adorn yourself with like jewelry and different hairstyles. You might take really good care of your nails, hands and feet. I don't know if men wear anklets, but you might be a lady who has several anklets, wears bracelets, gold, copper colored. That could be your skin or the jewelry. What's this Five of Pentacles, Spirit? Oh, King of Cups. Okay. Give us one more, please and thank you. Thank you. The Devil. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Overindulgence, poverty mindset, being a bit too comfortable, right? Eating the junk food. Being a little bit too comfortable. Sitting in the crumbs in the bed. It happens. It don't need to be persisting for a few years in your life, right? We don't want to make these things habits, but it is what it is. Like, that's where you are, that's where you were. You got to just accept that and choose to do something different. So yeah, it could have served as like an emotional crutch, right? That overindulgence, whatever you may have been coping with. You may have been utilizing that Five of Pentacles to deal with or fill the void for neglect. I'm always talking about neglect, but it's a big thing, and it's very vast in how it affects the different areas of ourselves and our lives. What's the Five of Swords, Spirit? This joint right here that makes you wanna, ow, let it go. Don't let this thing called love get away from you. Can't stop it. I don't know what just came over me, but I love that came over me. That's Mary J. Blige, Just Fine. I won't change my life's just fine, fine, fine. Woo. But I do like the part of the song where she's like, so I like what I see when I'm looking at me, when I'm walking past the mirror. You know, period. But there might be something in that song that we often like idealize that's kind of a hindrance, but it's like in plain sight. Like, people don't see that if you get too carried away with it, it could hold you back. Like the part in the song where she's like, I wouldn't change my life's just fine. Now, it works in a way, but at the same time, it's like the planet is always evolving. We are built to be ever changing and roll with the tide, right? There's life cycles, there's seasons for things, but there's always going to be major and minor changes throughout life. So to kind of like, to declare a statement like that could become a problem. It's like, you want to remain flexible to life. You want to remain open. It's hard to be agile at times, right? But being open and flexible is beneficial. What's this Five of Swords, Spirit? Sorry. The Nine of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let me get off of YouTube, man. I've been sitting up on them shorts a little bit too much lately. So it's like you may have like been a person who's prone to like being non-confrontational, in the sense that, you know, once people start, you know, raising their voice or coming with the rah rah, you ready with the block list, long as ever. Okay, long as eternity, right? And maybe take it if it resonates, but maybe you've recently did the adjustment of like, you know what, you don't actually need to block everybody. Sometimes instead of ghosting or in a sense forcing people to like read the room that you're not interested anymore, that you're not messing with them, you're taking the route of just being a little bit more direct. Like you're telling them, hey, we're not friends, or hey, I don't like you. I don't like what you said. I don't like what you stand for. I don't like your shoes. I don't like the way your nose scrunches up when you say evil-ish. You know, like it could just be a little bit more direct, in the sense of like you don't care anymore about being perceived in a very limiting light. Like the faults of perfectionism, they're not holding you up by your neck anymore. You're not being puppeted or circused around in the name of perfectionism. You are allowing the different versions, different faces, different facets of yourself to shine bright. Yeah, you're not being bullied anymore by like other people's voices that may have been living rent free in your head. And so it's allowing you to like go through this mummification process, and with the white, there's like this purification from within that's happening, that's allowing you to like blossom. And by mummification, I mean, like, think about like a butterfly, or a moth to a butterfly, a caterpillar, I mean, to a butterfly, where you're in this cocoon and you're breaking free. You're brand new. You're acting brand new. Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting very new. That's all I know. But yeah, like there's like a sense of balance, right? Balancing of the scales that's happening here. Maybe you have some Libra placements. And I could see that. Like you could have some Libra placements in the sense of like being very non-confrontational and trying to remain diplomatic, or an air of a voice of reasoning and seeing everybody's side. But it's like, okay, you don't want to get lost in that, because now you don't really exist. Like you don't really have an opinion. You are so caught up on like making sure everybody else is heard. But what about you? What about your inner child? What about your inner thoughts and dialects? So yeah, you're not upholding FRCKRY anymore. You don't have time to waste anymore. Okay, Spirit, what's this Five of Wands? I just heard something, but I want to see. Okay, Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. it's a lot going through my head right now, so I'm like trying to find the thought. Anyways, so of these varying energies that you're in, the Five of Wands is representative of the fact that I think you are currently like battling these two other entities, these two other like dominating energies, right, in your aura, in your energy field, in your mind, in the sense that their time has expired, but they're trying to spoil in your mind. They're trying to like, oh, if we can't stay, nothing could stay, like everything gotta go, pretty much. So like there's this air of you fighting yourself, or fighting the old things that you invited or welcomed into your space. But that thorough sweep, the reason why we have the Seven of Pentacles is like the thorough sweep is making sure that you are not letting these other energies dominate you and win, in the sense of like they overwhelm you, and so you're just like, man, F that, everything that is contaminated and touched gotta go too, for real. But it's like, no, there are things that are worth saving. There's things that you want to put the effort into reviving and the restoration process of it all. So it's going to be a challenge, but maybe to soften it and view it in a more pleasant light, you can see it as like a sport or a game. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what competition do you really have? Is you versus you. You gonna let that old version of you bully you like she didn't manifest you? Come on now. You're making us all look bad, pretty much. But yeah, I'm not sure what this Four of Pentacles. Well, thank you, Spirit. I was not sure what. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. You might be tired right now, or you're just like going through certain bodily spasms and sensations that you're not used to. And you have to sit with that. It's like we often talk about like building the routines, the systems within ourselves that allow us to work, get things done, right? Process what we need to process, work effectively and efficiently without burning out. Because it's not like, oh, you work yourself to the bone and then you burn out for 6 months and then you wash, rinse, repeat that over and over again. Like, no, you want to be in a system where, okay, my body is telling me I need to take a break right now in the workday, instead of waiting until the end of the workday. And now it's like I have to recover for 2 days, versus I could have just listened the first time, took the break, came back, and been in a much better workflow because I have built the trust, I've nurtured the trust within my body, within myself. So it's like I'm working with myself rather than against myself. And so yeah, you don't want to get greedy. You do want to be a friend to your future self, but you always want to be pleasant and fair in the present moment. Okay, let's wrap it up. What you got for us, Spirit? Five of Swords, of course. Confirmation, y'all. I'm guessing that might be the energy like you're really in. On the Bob Ross card, it says painting will bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Maybe it's time to get to painting, y'all. It definitely does make me feel better. But you do have to also get into a space where you're less critical of the end result. Like, you're just enjoying the process and you're appreciative of what comes out at the end. It's not always about, oh, I want to draw a rose bush and it needs to look hyper realistic, and if it don't look that way, it's garbage and I hate this whole thing. And like, no, just enjoy the process. Just enjoy what it is that you're doing and relax. No need to suck the life out of everything. You could suck, you know, some stuff out. Four of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Celebrate those micro wins. The little things. You know, when we talk about smelling the flowers, like, whatever makes you happy, put it into the world. Oh yeah, I think y'all need to see that. Me and my shaky ass hands. Okay. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm tripping. Am I not tripping? What card did... No, that was my other reader. My bad, y'all. I thought I saw something, but essentially, we all need you to choose yourself. 2, 2, 2, 2. Go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. So adopt a spirit of victory, like that things are working out on your behalf, working in your favor. Get ready for adventure. Feel like you can conquer the world. Sometimes. All right. Last thing I'm gonna do for y'all is hit you with the angel numbers. Angel number 555. Okay. Change is shaking up your life. Embrace shifts with an open mind so you can break free from old patterns and limiting beliefs. Angel number 555 is all about making space for new possibilities and creating a more fulfilling and dynamic path. So it symbolizes major change, transformation, and personal growth. Welcome those new opportunities and embrace flexibility in all areas of your life, such as career, relationship, might be your relationships for real, and spiritual development. Trust the unfolding of the journey, as these shifts will lead to positive outcomes and align you with your higher purpose. Yeah. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, but you're gonna make it through. When it rains, it pours, but when the sun comes out, which it does, life is but a dream. I love you. Bye.